Hello, Gemma Gilbert here. I want to talk to you today about the different models that you may choose in your business, memberships, group programs, courses, and how I went from a model that was very much based on launches to one that better suits my introversion, my personality, my energy flows, and dips. To do this, I'm just going to draw and show you the model I used to have, which I think I sort of unconsciously scaled into. I didn't really think I want this model. I kind of followed what I saw other people doing. And then when I began thinking about kind of what I needed as to suit me, the one that I moved to, I'll just talk about some of my pain points I think that had me move away from relying on launches. I'm a huge introvert. I find doing kind of high energy marketing activity often leads to this like introversion hangover, this like energy hangover where I'm incredibly exhausted. So although I quite like the energy of launches, and every launch I've run has always been really successful as well. So there's like obviously like a sales benefit to it. I was finding that after I did a launch, I would be so drained, whether that's because I was like doing an all out challenge launch or because I was doing a launch that resulted in like 20 sales calls, that I was getting ill all of the time. And it became a bit of a running joke. Like every time I ran a challenge, I would be ill for 2 weeks after it. So I was really aware that the model that I was using wasn't sustainable, and I was going to have to change it. So let me show you what I used to do. So when I first started my business, I got full with one-on-one quite quickly. It's a terrible line. I got full with one-on-one within like 6 months to a year. So I launched a membership. And this felt like a really good offer for me because it was a low price point, started out £25. By the end of it, after we'd run it for like 2 or 3 years, we got up to £66 plus VAT. And I initially did this on a launch-based model, so it was an open-close membership. So I would launch 2 to 3 times a year. I'd run like a big challenge launch, and then we would close the doors. And we did this for years, and we grew from kind of 0 to 250 people. At our peak, we were bringing in about 10K plus VAT a month. But then on top of that, I had group programs. So I realized kind of my real zone of genius was serving in groups, like the membership or the group model, rather than one-on-one. So I would finish a membership launch, and then I would launch my signature group program. At the time, this was called the 5K Experience. It helped entrepreneurs get to that 5K mark. I don't run it anymore. So I would finish my membership launch, and then I'd have to launch my group program. Now I ran that between each school holiday. So I would like have a school holiday, launch it, run it in the school term, and then do it again. So I had that. Then I realized, hold on, there's this 30-day program. It was a 30-day lead generation program that I wanted to run as well. So I'm just going to put L, L, L. And then I had a mastermind. Now you can see what my year ended up looking like from January, December, is I was constantly launching the next thing. Now, how this made me feel in my marketing was just that I had to be really salesy all the time. I always had to be like, and the next thing's coming out, and the next thing's coming out, and the next thing. And this is entirely against how I wanted to market. Like, yes, I am a business. Yes, I need to sell, but that high kind of energy, kind of you need to buy the thing right now, that this launch model pushed me into, meant that I wasn't really enjoying my marketing. And I do enjoy marketing, right? I really, really enjoy sharing my message. I believe that thing we're passionate about, right? That thing that you choose to help people with, our free content is our legacy. This is your opportunity to serve your clients for free. Okay, and I knew that this current model was sending me on a really quick route to burnout. I was ill, and I was like just drained because I didn't want to spend any more time with people. So In 2021, I did this. I closed my membership. I closed my group program. I closed my 30-day program. I closed my mastermind. And I thought, I am going to rewrite this story, okay? And instead of trying to be known for everything with all of these different offers, because people use this expression where they say, don't leave money on the table. I thought, this is bullshit. This is not what I want. I want a simple model that doesn't have me selling all the time. Okay. So instead, I thought the membership model is not for me. Okay. There's too many moving parts, and every single month you have members leaving, unless you kind of lock them in for a year. And some people went in for our annual membership, but most people pay monthly. So we would have a 5 to 10%, sometimes 15% churn every single month. And so our constant attention was on trying to reduce our churn. How could we create better onboarding? How could we engage members more? How could we increase their engagement in each of the things we were doing? And that took up so much time and attention, and we made massive headway in improving that in years. But honestly, I realized that the membership model just wasn't going to be a model for me unless I wanted to focus my entire business on it. So I knew my sweet spot was in group programs. Okay. So what I decided to do instead was create one group program that I wanted to become known for. And in doing that, I figured out what my sweet spot niche was, the niche that I wanted to show up and be the expert in and day out. And for me, this is all very meta. It's group programs, right? I used to be a teacher. I love the content delivery. I love the mentorship element. I love creating powerful containers. I'm good at curriculum design. So this really allowed me to niche. When I was in this model here, I was super generic, right? I help people with marketing and sales, and I'm good at marketing and sales, but I wasn't really known for one thing, which meant I wasn't as easily referable. Whereas when I focused on group programs, this was something that I could become known for. Now, I knew I didn't want to base it on the launch model. So instead, I decided to focus on doing good marketing all the time and focus on adding a few clients to my program every single month. Okay. So what I aim to do in January, I add 3 to 5 clients. In February, I add 3 to 5 clients, and then 3 to 5 in March, and so on. If I want to take a break, like in August, I don't work, I don't take on any clients. Now, what this has meant instead of always launching, I have a marketing system where everything points to one place. So if I'm running a workshop, it's like, hey, come chat to me about Evergreen group programs. If I'm doing a video like this for YouTube or Facebook, at the end, I'm saying, hey, if you want to talk about Evergreen group programs, come book a call. So I'm not thinking, oh, what am I selling at this time? What am I promoting? Oh, and then do I have to take down the video because I mentioned promoting that other thing? Everything leads to one place, which is I am known for helping people with Evergreen group programs. I have a 9-month mentorship program which helps people with Evergreen group programs. In my group program, we're going to design your Evergreen group and the marketing and sales systems to feed it. So instead of these high intensity launches, I just have to focus on sharing my message day in and day out. And it is so freeing because I never have to launch. However, if I want to, I tend to launch in January, and sometimes I launch in September. But all of that launch is an energy give. I run a 3-day workshop series, and after the 3-day workshop series, I say the exact same thing. If you want help with Evergreen group programs, that's what I help with. Come have a call with me. What this means is that everything is simple. All roads lead to amplify. All roads to amplify. That was a saying I got from Denise Duffield Thomas, and she talks about her Evergreen marketing strategy and how all roads lead to bootcamp, right? It's her money bootcamp that she sells again and again and again. And when I heard her say that, I thought, this is what I need for my business to be simple. I just need everything to lead to one point. Every lead magnet, every training, every video, every call to action is, hey, come chat to me about Amplify. What this allowed me to do was really carve a space for me in a busy online world where it's impossible to get traction unless you put a stake in the ground to be known for something, right? Instead of hoping you're going to be able to be known and help everyone, it just doesn't work. This also means if I ever want to randomly launch a different offer, I can. So I spent last week launching this new program I'm running in January. For 1 week of my entire year, I sent 5 emails, right, about a new program and filled it very, very easily. And I already have deep trust and credibility with my audience because they're used to me showing up in their inbox with value, with very casual calls to actions that say, hey, and if you want help with this piece, this is what I help with. So my message to you is, you get to craft your business model, and it's very, very easy to follow what other people do, just like it might be easy to follow what I do. There is no right and wrong, and nobody knows what's going to suit your personality, your superpowers, your niche better than you. And for me to get to the model I use today, I had to look inwards and have the confidence to make those decisions for myself with the support from other people that could help me get there. If you follow someone else's model blindly, it will not work. Or it will work, but it won't meet your values, right? I ended up with a very complicated model that did not meet my value system, and it didn't have me show up and have a weekly structure that I looked forward to. Now I have a system where my client delivery is under 5 hours a week. It's easy because I'm just talking about one thing and everything points to one place. If you've got this far and you're like, Gemma's model sounds brilliant, I really want to chat more about this. This is good for you if you already have a validated service, right? It's not good to start with. You need to figure out what you can do a group program in, where can you offer repeatable results. But if you're already offering repeatable results, right, and you want a more scaled delivery system and you want it to be simple, right, and you don't want to be reliant on launches, but you can launch if you want to, then this model could work really well for you. And my door is always open to book a call. The first call is just 15 minutes, just to sense check this is the right model for you and that we're actually aligned to work together. And if so, we can book in a longer call. So if you ever want to have that chat, you just need to drop the word Amplify below. I would love to talk to you more. If you've got this so far, thanks for watching. I'd love to know what's the biggest insight and takeaway for you today. It's always useful for me to know what it is, and often it's not the thing that I expect. Have a wonderful day.